Yo, call me the Switch 2 the way I'm in you. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Games Cage. Today, and only today, not only am I losing my voice because I yelled too much, but we are here to talk about and analyze, that's right, the newest Mario Kart game reveal today. You guys know me, I'm the master of taking a 30-second thing and making a whole shtick about it, but I figured we'd sit down, talk about it, and of course, I really want your guys' opinion, right? As we enter the Switch 2 era and new Nintendo stuff and everything, do you want me to cover more of that stuff here alongside Sonic? Please let me know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to your boy if you like the content and want to see more. And you know what? As always, let's just get right into it. All right, so obviously everyone watching this knows Nintendo did it. They officially revealed the Nintendo Switch 2. They showed the new design and everything. And I guess before we get into Mario Kart, I could just say really quickly, it was so weird because going into this console was one of the most unsurprising reveals ever. Now, I'm happy it's announced that we finally have it existing. You know, it's a real thing. It's no longer rumored, this or that. But, you know, it was one of those things because every leaker leaked the design ever. Seeing it was like, okay, cool. I mean, it's real. But again, I'm happy it's real. I'm happy we have the confirmation of a Switch 2 Direct happening in April. Of course, we're going to be live reacting to that. And that's going to be the big one. That's going to be the one showcasing all the games, the specs. We don't even know the specs or anything for this thing. Now, obviously, if you look into leaks, you would know that it's about PS4 Pro levels in power. But I gotta say, just right off bat, like slick design, really nice looking console. I feel like they just kind of made the Switch look even more professional, you know? Obviously, they're teasing the mouse feature where like you can use the Joy-Cons as mice. I like that they tether to the sides, like it's like a clack instead of like the upwards click. So I'm assuming future games will start with like a side click, which will be really cool. But yes, Switch 2 looking good. But of course, the mega moment we have during this presentation is Nintendo, unprompted at 8 a.m. just reveals a new Mario Kart. Now, there is a lot to talk about and analyze in this little bit. And of course, as I was going to do that. But before we get into, you know, the analysis mode of it, I just got to say, like, right away, man, good shit. You're gonna notice when we talk about how cartoony the characters look, how bouncy things look, you know, they go right away into showing also the dock, you know, more rounded dock, how you grab out the Joy-Cons, put them in the little thing, and just the game looking so pretty in handheld and TV mode. 2025, I'm guessing that is also the release date of the game. So I can't believe this, dude. I was thinking about this, bro, like, and you guys could tell me, right? I was 16 years old when they announced Mario Kart 8 in like what, 2013, 2012, you know, and now it's 2025. I'm 28 years old. Like, it's fucking crazy. I was like a kid when they announced, you know, Mario Kart 8. And so like, I feel like Mario Kart 8 has been like just a part of my life for over a decade, whether it's the initial release, re-releases. So it's very surreal just seeing, you know, a new Mario Kart over here, you know, and of course, let's just, you know, let's not even circle, let's get right into it. Let me know how you feel about that. But yeah, let's start. So right away, we see, the biggest reveal here that I noticed right away is the amount of racers. So this is usually the little starting thing that shows how many racers there are. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 24. That's right, there are 24 race slots. We have officially doubled the count of characters you can play as in the game, which I think is huge. I feel like people understate how big of a deal that is because like it's not just more players. I feel like that completely changes the dynamic of a race where like, you know, 12th place was already hard to get back from, but 24th place, you're gonna need some crazy items to get back. It's gonna be even more satisfying to get first place. It's gonna be even harder to keep first place with 23 targets behind your back. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is going to add like an insane amount of chaos, and that alone could be one of the major features. We also get over here the zoomed in shot showing that this is Mario Bros circuit, right? So that's gonna be, I guess, the first initial check of the game. Now, one thing about this trailer is there are no actual cuts. Everything we see is actually the first 10 seconds of the racetrack. You'll know because it kind of just goes into a complete path over here, just to kind of show you, the switch moving, slowly moving over here, right? Even when it's docked, it's paused and it continues. So there's no like in between or things you have to decipher where's what. Like this is a complete straight path, which is honestly really cool that this is just the first 15 seconds of this track. It means there's a lot to it we haven't seen and we don't know. But as we were saying earlier, right, so we get over here our first look at the cast. Now, social media has been booming about this. As you can tell, the characters look different, right? You can see Mario has continued the sort of Mario Wonder train where he looks a little bit more like rounder shape, a little bit more chunky cheeks, and the carts look smaller. They almost look like those little toy RC cars that like you rev back and then they push upwards. Like, let me know what you think of that, because they're definitely smaller. And you can even tell here, like, Luigi looks a little different. Bowser looks scary. Like, there's some comparison pictures going on about like Mario Kart 8 Bowser versus this Bowser. This guy looks terrifying. And Peach, right away, I noticed this, is she looks more like her like old school N64 render where her hair is like a little bit more spiked up. She looks a little bit more tan. And those are the obvious ones. But of course, another one that people point out, Donkey Kong. You see Donkey Kong back there, our boy, looking a little bit more like his OG design slash movie design, right? Where like the eyelids are like darker and his eyes are smaller, mouth is bigger. So you get a bit more of that. And again, to me, Bowser is the one that sticks out so much. There's also a part of this level you could see back there. It's sort of this like giant 8 or like giant circle, and I can't tell if it's part of the background or if it's part of the racetrack, but right away, like I can tell just like everything, all the cars and characters look a little compact. You get a really cute bounce by Mario over here. So I'm glad, they're continuing this sort of, over animated faces or like the big bounce over here. You can even see Luigi do a little bounce in the back, Bowser doing one too. Like it's like a little bit of personality. Even Peach in the back, you can see her like stretching out. Like you can tell this game is gonna be super cartoony with its animations. I can't wait to see like when they do tricks and little movements, how it looks. It looks like they're going into like a drift movement because Mario turns the wheels, and you can kind of see that when they go into the second part of this, where they're already drifting the car. They're passing over this diner over here. You can see Bowser even, dude, Bowser, I just keep saying, looks psychotic, right? He just looks a little bit more menacing, a little bit more scary, which I kind of like. It's rare to see like a Bowser that's menacing again after like so long of having just, goofy, cartoony Bowser. I'm trying to like zoom it in over here for you guys. But yeah, we get even a closer look at Donkey Kong's new design. Everybody's in a new cart. None of these are carts I've seen before. You could also notice here is Peach. Interesting enough, you see Baby Mario back there. You see Waluigi, you see Toad, but Peach, if you notice, she's not in her biker gear, right? The whole thing was that when you're on a motorcycle, you always have the biker gear, especially in 8, whereas here she doesn't have it. And I wonder if this is implying costumes are going to be in the game, because that's how I saw it. I saw this as like, okay, she is in this because you could probably pick alternate outfits. Even DK looks so different that I wonder almost if that's technically a movie skit or if they're just moving towards old school designs, because in general, like all the characters are following in line with the more like old school Nintendo art, except like Yoshi. Yoshi looks like it's regular Yoshi, which is weird because like in Odyssey, he has a bit more of like that longer face from Wonder. Did I say Odyssey? I meant Wonder. And again, look at Mario's cart and look at his size, right? I'm gonna give this visual to you, right? Look at his cart in Mario Kart 8 versus here, right? Mario Kart 8 feels bigger. Like his cart felt bigger, whereas here, like the characters feel like a bit miniature. Now, this could be to account for the 24-player racetrack, or it could just be, because, they just want them to be able to move more. Maybe the characters are going to be faster. I'm not sure. We get a boost pad over here. We do have the like old advertisements. Remember that they have advertisements in Mario Kart 8. They have some of those over here. You get a boost pad. You get some cars. And this is kind of like the last shot of the trailer. Now, I like this little Yoshi diner. In general, I like this track. This is sort of, now it's called Mario Bros. Circuit, but it very much feels like a Radiator Spring slash like just, life is a highway type beat. You're trying to find your way through a town. I like that you see the cars driving through. And I wonder just how far this track goes, because it kind of looks like it goes super far out. I don't even know if this is going to be a circular racetrack or if it's going to be, you know, a regular one. And this is our mystery over here. So you see that item box. People are pointing out that it doesn't really look like a regular item box, nor are there any item box in sight. These, I think, are road marks, not item blocks, unless I'm wrong. I could be crazy. Let me know what you think about that. But if you go back here, I think these are racetrack like lines, but I think those might be item boxes, because yeah, this thing looks completely different. And I'm wondering if this game might just have like different item types, like maybe that item you get and it gives you like a unique item for your character, or maybe it gives you like a big speed boost, or it gives you some new advantage. We don't even really know what the gimmick of the game is. And there's like the end of the trailer. It's really short, but I mean, right off the bat, bro, it's surreal. Obviously, in the comments, let me know what you expect, what you want to see from this Mario Kart, because for me, I really do hope that it sort of goes back to a bit more skill based. Now, a big thing that people are talking about is the roster, right? I saw this tweet that sort of actually had a lot of the answers right here. Someone was able to psychoanalyze this and find that we had Mario, Luigi, Bowser, Peach, DK, Daisy, Koopa, Wario, Rosalina, Pauline, Baby Mario, Waluigi, Baby Peach, Baby Luigi, Baby Daisy, Toadette, thank God. Bowser Jr. was spotted back here. Baby Rosalina, Birdo, Shy Guy, Boo, and Lactu. Shout out to fans for finding this shit, because God forbid I wasn't going to. You know, those are really small details. But here's a big thing I noticed, and I would love to know everybody's opinion on this. So you see right away Rosalina over here. So her cart's wheels don't look like they're customized. They sort of look like that's part of this cart, unless every cart is extremely customizable. I feel like these set of wheels are designed for this cart in mind. And I'm wondering if maybe they've decided to scale back on cart customizing. Maybe like each cart has a set amount of stats that you can pick, but they removed, like, you know, the car body, the wheels, and the you know, glider, because maybe they want to simplify things. I kind of, and you guys can let me know, I kind of fuck with that, because I felt like in Mario Kart 8, I did like the customization, right? Obviously, by the way, sorry for my voice, I've been yelling all day. I like the customization, but I did feel like at times, like, I'm just scouring through to find like what's the best stats. I feel like it, you know, encourages too much strategizing for people, like tryharding a lot with different strategies and stuff. Whereas I feel like if you just make a cool cart that has specific stats, it would encourage people to try different carts, because all the carts seem like they have wheels that are attributed to the car. It doesn't feel like all of them have unique wheels. I don't know, this one just really threw me off. You guys can let me know if I'm off the mark or you think you like customization, but I would like if they went back to sort of that scale of, hey, now like that way when you have a unique card or you unlock a card, whether it's DLC or, you know, you unlock one in-game currency, I feel like it feels more special and it would encourage you to try it a bit more, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking with these cards. Even Mario's card over here, it feels like the wheels are really attached to what card they are and everything. I kind of fuck with that idea, right? And obviously, and we're jumping ideas here just because I'm yapping. I think this game's roster needs to be huge, right? If we're looking at 24 racers during a race, you don't want to have a lot of people duplicating, you know? You don't want to have a lot like people doing 3 Marios, you know, 3 Yoshis. And I feel like you want like a sizable, at least 36, 40 character roster so that there's a decent amount of variety when you're playing online. And please, Nintendo, for this game, do not put separate character slots. I don't want Metal Mario as his own thing. I want slots. You know, you click Mario, you have the slot for Metal, Tanuki, Fire, right? Same thing for Luigi, Bowser, everything. I want character staff costumes. I want that to be one of the big things. Let me pick between, you know, classic Peach, modern Peach. Let me pick biker Peach. I feel like, you know, sky's the limit there too, right? If they do different character costumes and chats. Of course, let me know what you guys want. But yeah, there's no indication of what the gimmick might be this time around. I wonder, someone was pointing out if like maybe this time they're going back to basics, right? And it really is just items and pure carding and pure track design, which I don't think is a bad idea, but I think there will be something, you know? It's Mario Kart. We're gonna have a bunch of new items, right? We're gonna have, I would love if they had like the drill item from Wonder, where like you can go underground. Because imagine someone tosses a shell at you, you go underground. I feel like they're gonna go crazy. They might do some shit where like they do a double blue shell or random shell. Maybe it's a shell that just picks a random person on the track to hit. Maybe they could do even the Wonder Flower or Wonder Seed, right? And like a crazy effect happens to your cart or something. I would love even like a mini hover. That would be kind of cool. Like I feel like they've got a open up on their options for this. I would love even like maybe the Wonder Flower could do something. Let me know in the comment section below what your ideas for new items are, because in that department there's not really much else I can think of. But yeah, for the gimmick, it could be anything. I mean, they could bring back unique items. They could even bring back the double dash feature. Remember that the first trailer for a Nintendo game means nothing, because most of the time the second trailer is the one that shows like the big gimmick, right? Like Odyssey didn't even show Cappy until trailer 2. Mario Kart, I think we knew the anti-grav right away. But you know, this is gonna be much different. I don't even think the anti-grav will be here. There's no indication of it. I do like the track that says though Shine Sprite in the back. I like the diner stuff. Just really good shit, man. I'm really excited to be talking about Mario Kart again like this and speculating. Obviously, Yoshi's going to be in the game. I really think this game is going to be super different in terms of how it's going to handle DLC and content and stuff over the year. And you guys can let me know what your ideas are. But yeah, I mean, with this many racing slots, you're going to have, you know, a really good online, right? It gives me a lot of hope for Nintendo's online if they're banking on this many players to be playable, right? I'm hoping for a big roster. All right, I want crossover characters. I want more Nintendo characters. I want more Mario characters, bro. Be weird. Give me Paper Mario characters in there, which I don't think they're gonna do. Give me, you know, Professor Egad. Give me some of the weirder ones. Give me the Goomba in the card. Give me, you know, listen, if you do the Koopalings, put them in one card together. Give me, you know, Cappy in a card. Give me like weird picks that haven't really been there before, that people haven't really thought of. There's some other things in here, you know, like over here you can see, like, you can kind of see that the drift is back, which obviously isn't like a big deal, but you can kind of see like the spark of it a little bit in the cut. But I just love how expressive the characters are. I think that's the thing that stands out to me the most when I'm playing this, and the character redesigns. It's just cool to see also like Mario in its sort of redesign, you know, style, where I think people have yearned for animated Mario for a long time. It felt like during the Wii and Wii U, it was sort of like, here's a 3D model of Mario, you know, here's a 3D model of these characters, and that's it. Whereas like now we're starting to see them like get really expressive, right? Whether it's Strikers Battle League, whether it's this, whether it's Wonder, like they're really starting to understand the cartooniness and bringing the original vision and artwork of the characters to life, which I think is just so cool, you know. And I saw a lot of people on my timeline obviously comparing this to Sonic Racing Crossroads. Like, is Sonic Crossroads Racing dead? Is it screwed? I don't think so. I think both are gonna sell to who they're gonna sell to. I think they're both fun games that are gonna do well. But I will say, like, there's definitely a world where like Sega is looking at this right now and being like, we might have to move the date. You know, whether it's earlier, whether it's after. I feel like you don't want to have these in the same time frame, because I'm telling you, the Sonic Racing game is gonna die. Like, it's not gonna die, but it's gonna sell significantly less if it's in the vicinity of a new Mario Kart. Now, I think both are going to be distinct. I think Sonic Racing Crossroads has potential with the flying, the diving, potentially bringing back riders boards. We don't know anything about that game, but I would have much rather a gameplay trailer for that game like this. You could see like also characters bumping into each other a lot more in this shot over here. And like, again, 24 racers on a track is huge. And I really wonder how they're going to balance. I like that Pauline is there, which makes me really happy. And this track in general, really cool. I wonder how far it's going to go. Like I said, the only other indication of this track I could think of is that it's either one long track or over here, you know, this thing is going to open up on lap 2 and you're going to be able to go on that side, because that looks like a road you can go on, you know, especially if like we zoom it out a little bit, you know, if we just go back a frame, a smidge over here, like it looks like there's an entire, yeah, look at that, you see this? If I zoom out over here, it looks like there's a whole race side that way, but maybe I'm overanalyzing it and just background detail. I'm not sure how this track really loops, or if it just starts this way, but I do think it loops because you can kind of see over here right? The characters are coming back from somewhere. So I think this is a looping track. I don't think this is gonna be a different case, because you can see here like the Defied. Yeah, you can even see on the bottom the Mario Kart circuit. Yeah, I don't think this is a one long track. I think it is going to loop just based on this, which is important. Oh my god, you can get a lot of detail on that. Jesus Christ, Nintendo, crazy company, or maybe I'm crazy. Which leads me to believe, yeah, we will be going back there. Oh wait, no, you literally are. Oh yeah, no, look at that. You are gonna go all around, and then you're gonna go on this ramp into this road back to the start. Now, this ramp is pretty big, and I wonder if, again, no anti-gravity is just gonna look really cool that we try to go around this, or if there's gonna be anti-gravity. But that's cool. I actually just finding that out is actually really dope, and I fuck with that heavy. You can see they have like the audiences back there cheering you on again like they used to. Really cool stuff. I'm trying to see also if because I remember in the other Mario Kart, some of the ads in the background would kind of give you an idea, but yeah, there's not an indication of what like other tracks might be in there like it used to. I mean, there's a Nabbit symbol back here that I noticed. That's really all I can decipher. I mean, I'm being a psycho for even analyzing it for this long and talking about it for this long. But yeah, I mean, the diner logo is really cool. I noticed the shine sprite over here. But yeah, that's really it. And again, I just really wonder what the fuck this item is. I don't think this is a regular item box. I think that might be one of the gimmicks in the game, right? Where you get that box and maybe again you get some crazy like unique special item where like maybe you become like a rainbow color and something happens. Maybe if you get in, you go a certain amount of speed. There's a lot they can do, and I'm really excited to see what they do with it. But 2025, like I said, we know there's going to be an April Direct. I think it's right after this. They show it right April 4th, 2025, which is going to be the big one. And I think that'll be April 4th when they give like the release date, or no, April 2nd, sorry. That'll be when they give the release date. That'll be everything. If this game is a launch title though, this thing is about to sell out, you know, because I think it's two options. This game is either the launch title or the holiday title. And I think 3D Bar is either going to be like, it's going to be a reverse of either. One is the launch game, one is the holiday. It's also Mario's 40th anniversary. And yeah, I'm so stoked. I mean, I'm so happy the Switch 2 is just announced, so we never have to sit here and speculate ever again. But just having a new Mario Kart to be excited about, get hype about, and think about how they're gonna do, you know, sharing potentially online, what they're gonna do. It's crazy stuff, guys. Let me know what you all think, what you're most excited for, and what you think is gonna go down in the next Mario Kart. Thank y'all for watching. I love you, and of course, I'll see you all next time. Peace out.